What is going on, people, and welcome back to another video on the channel. Within this video, it's just a short one today. I'm going to give you some tips and tricks of how you can get quicker over 5k. So first things first, guys, thank you ever so much for tuning into another video. I'm loving making the content. I'm loving putting the videos out there on YouTube. If you can please continue to like, subscribe, pop your comments down below, sharing the love. Let's continue to build this community together for TQ on the Run. I'm currently week 6 into a 14-week build-up for Manchester Marathon, which, as you know from previous videos, I've got a new training video that's just around the corner for you guys, but I just wanted to make this quick one of where I feel along the way, how I've got quicker and how I've got sharper over different distances. In the main, I run 5k to 10k. I haven't really ran many half marathons and I've only ever done one marathon, so I'm going to find this one really interesting, but I like to think that I've got a good strong build up. I'm slowly building the miles throughout the weeks and maintaining my strength and conditioning within the gym, which is helping with the maintenance because I know what my weaknesses are. I feel like I just have weaknesses with my Achilles and my feet, and I just feel like I've got to do a little bit more maintenance work with that. But so far I'm really happy, I'm injury free, and I feel like I'm getting stronger throughout the weeks. So just a little bit about me before I go into my tips. I've been competing now for around 6 years. I did my first real road race for the Wolverhampton Half Marathon, which was in 2018. On that day, I shot myself. I think I came around 6th or 7th in around 1 hour 27, I think it was, which the majority of my training at that time was not long runs, it was not sessions, it was literally a cross between spin classes, which was a personal trainer at the time, and doing little bits of training here and there with my running. I think I probably did one 10-miler. But from there, I joined a club. I joined a local one of mine, which was Dudley Kings Winford, in which I competed throughout the 2018 to 2019 season in Division 3 for the Birmingham League cross country. I competed a couple of times for them, but I really got the bug for racing, and then of course COVID happened. So upon COVID happening, of course, everything was locked down, competitive racing, park runs, everything stopped when I was really getting my bug. But luckily I knew a couple of guys socially, in which made me join my current club now, which is of course Tits and Harriers, which is what you see me wearing the vest in all the races that I do. A couple of the guys hosted and they launched something that you would have to do from Thursday to Sunday, which was a timed 5k within different routes, and they called it the Corona Run, and I really feel like this is what kick-started my love and my buzz for specific 5k training. So the first one that I did, I think I came in around 17:40, and I was absolutely blowing at the end of that. I was thinking it was one of the hardest things I've ever done. But throughout the weeks we went to different courses and I got quicker and quicker. And this is where the first tip that I just want to give you, as I start to show you some clips of them, because we'd make such a big thing of it at the weekend, it is exposure to how you would feel within that race. So if you're thinking about wanting to do a 5k, you've got to go out, you've got to be training at what you want that 5k, what you want that 5k time to be. The more exposure that you have at the pace that you want to be at, the more you race in that 5k, you're going to feel more comfortable. You're not going to feel comfortable on the day because of course a 5k, it's short, it's sweet, and it's going to burn, but your exposure to that pace that you're looking for, whatever that is, if you're looking to break 20 minutes, that's absolutely great. Whatever your goals are, this is what I feel applied to me. So I took myself from sort of like late 17 minutes through to the final Corona Run that we did before we went back to running properly and racing properly. It was 15:50. It was a fast course and I ran with some fast lads on that morning, but if I hadn't have done the week's training that I'd done, I don't feel like I would have been anywhere near that. So as I said, every Saturday we would make it an event. We would go down, and I'm part of a big family, we would go down to whatever course it was. We'd have to book a time in a course because of social distancing and all that. So we'd go down at probably 10, half 10, we'd do a warm up, and then we'd go straight into the 5k and we'd absolutely run it as hard as we can. It would be a race, but throughout doing that, throughout feeling that burn, I just felt I would go from running potentially 5:30s per mile, that is, I only operate in miles, down to 5:15s and thinking, wow, this is pretty good, this is pretty exciting, through to like 5:10s, 5:05s, and the time that I had, the amount of miles that I was doing at that pace, I was able to continue and hold throughout that 5k. So not only was I, of course, going out and running a hard 5k of a Saturday, there would be a Tuesday, Wednesday session, whatever it was, and that is an absolute staple. Within any running week, you have to have a session day planned. Now, there are a couple of sessions that you could look at for your 5k fitness. One that I particularly like doing is 1 mile on, and then potentially 60 to 90 seconds rest into 400 meters, back on, and then probably a 90-second rest. Do that 4 or 5 times and you will feel the difference, because the idea is that you're doing the 400 meters at a really hard pace, which is quicker than your 5k time, and then for the mile efforts it feels more of a float, but you're still going at quite a hard pace. But the idea is you're going at that quicker pace to come back down for the duration of the mile, to be able to hold it. So you're still going at quite a quick pace, but you feel more comfortable at that quicker pace because of the quicker efforts that you're doing. So I work 3 earlies, 3 lates, and then 3 days off, which of course includes working across the weekend. So I can't be at park run every weekend as much as I'd want to. I just can't do it. But if you guys work Monday to Friday, I would strongly advise you being down at your local park run, supporting them as well. But it will help your fitness, because more often than not, the faster the courses that you go to, you're going to find faster people that go there, because of course we all want a fast time, don't we? So I would be saying, get yourself down to the park run, get yourself exposed to them paces. Even if you're running for 1 mile and then you fade and you get tired, that is exposure, that is training change, and that is what's going to help you get quicker. So in addition to that, I'll be saying, of course, a Tuesday session or a Wednesday session. Literally, I'll give you 1 session there, but even if you want to do 5 times 1k, 60 seconds off, it is another staple session within those 1k efforts. If you're working at the pace that you want to be at come race day, whichever goal race you've got in mind, you will be exposed to them through doing 5 times 1k, 60 seconds off. It's a really simple session. Find a little loop nearby to you and go with it. And aside from that, I'll be looking for your Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and of course your Sunday long run. Those are going to be slower runs where you can let the body recover. It's all dependent. You might get to Thursday and you might feel like, I'm actually okay and I can go a little bit quicker now. But I would strongly advise, listen to your body. It will really help in the long run. So if you want to go out one day and you want to jog at whatever pace, whatever recovery pace, because I know there's going to be people that are watching, they've all got different times for their recovery runs. Go out and run at that, even if it's for 6-7 miles, whichever it is. Get yourself out there, get active recovery on board, which is another thing that I think hugely benefits. Sometimes we all need a rest day, and the benefits of a rest day, of course, you have to reset if it's after a hard run, a long run, whatever it is. However, if you can get out, if you feel like you can do it, get out, active recovery, slower paces will really, really benefit you. And that is it from me, guys. Thank you ever so much for tuning in. Just a short one today of some tips and tricks that I thought have helped me along the way. If you've enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, drop your comments down below, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.